I've got great news for people who are looking for a mortgage and have student loan debt that has in the past prevented them from qualifying. The great news is that the FHA guidelines have changed. In the past, if you had student loan debt, and let's say you had no minimum required payment, FHA guidelines required that the lender use 1% of your loan balance as the payment, and that's regardless as to whether that was truly your payment or not. So for example, if you had a $50,000 student debt loan balance, the lender was required to use 1% or $500 as your payment amount. And when that payment amount is factored into your DTI, your debt to income calculation, it would often make it either difficult to qualify at all or for the loan amount that you needed to purchase the house that you were shopping for. So the great news is that now the guidelines have changed. They now make sense. They're closer to what the guidelines are for conventional loans around student debt, which is that if you have a payment amount that's referenced on your credit report, the lender can use that payment amount, especially if it's less than 1%. Or if you have a payment amount that's in writing from your student loan lender or servicer that's lower than what's on your credit report, you can use that amount if you've got it in writing. Or if you've got no payment amount listed on your credit report or established with your student loan company, the lender for your mortgage lender will use now 0.5% of your balance. So in my prior example, where we used $50,000 as your student debt balance, instead of it being 1%, it would be 0.5%. So instead of $500, it'd be $250. And $250, to give you some perspective on that, for every $250 in debt you have on your DTI calculation, that reduces your buying power by about $50,000, so it's significant. So now, let's say you have a zero payment requirement, either listed on your credit report or established with your student loan servicer. Rather than have the lender just arbitrarily use 0.5% of your student loan balance, you can contact the student loan lender or servicer and establish a minimum payment that's lower than 0.5%. So in my example before of the $50,000 and 0.5% was $250, maybe you call the lender for your student loan and say, I want to set up a payment plan of $50 a month. So now instead of your mortgage company using $250, they will use $50 per month as your payment, as long as you have that in writing. So hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, if you are looking for a mortgage and you're concerned whether or not you'd qualify because of your student debt, hopefully this will make you realize that today it's easier than before to qualify. If you need help with that, just follow the link in the description below. If you're watching this on the website, FHAlenders.com, you can just go to that website. If you're watching this on YouTube, for example, if you're already on the website, just fill out the form where it says find an FHA lender, and we'll help you get qualified. Thanks for watching.